comparison.
We good? All right. Greetings, music students.
How
I'm
are you,
your
Mr. Clary?
music teacher.
Oh.
Would you please gather around the piano? When they start shaking it. Yeah. He sounds like a robot. The page, yeah, that's the page that says 6 comes before the page that says 7. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Thanks for being the
The page that says I comes before the page that says play.
I also think that the page with number 19 on it probably comes before the page with number 25.
No one asked that.
Alright, so this piece, I didn't give you the title of it because we're only working on a small section of it today, but the piece is called The Moon is Distant from the Sea, and it's based off a poem by Emily Dickinson. And we're going to use this piece as a vehicle to talk about some chords, some special kinds of chords. So before we get started, someone tell me what a chord is. What's your idea of a chord? Anyone?
You stack three notes.
I'll stack any 3 notes, so is this a chord?
It can be.
It can be. Alright, so I generally think of chords as stacked thirds like this. Is that what you guys think? Anything about this? Yeah, sometimes we can add some more notes, some more additional thirds to the chords, and they sound slightly different, and they can sound interesting. You might think that they sound good, you might think they sound bad, but we'll find this in this piece. So we're going to get started on that, and we'll find this. Let's warm up our voices really quick before we start singing. So we're just going to do up and down the scale. Ready? Here we go. We like four notes. 1, 2, ready, and let's just do live. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and good. 1, 2, ready, Alright, that's good. This class was longer than 2 minutes. We would do more than that. So everybody take a look at the pickup at measure 19. That's where we're going to start. We're going to sing from measure 19 all the way down into measure 24, which should be most of the measures that you have. And we're just going to do a neutral syllable. We'll worry about the words later. So let's sing this on la. Alright? So it's fairly slow, and note that your dynamic is mezzo piano. And again, don't worry about the words, just sing on la. And it's a unison part, except there's only 2 parts. So in measure 19, and it splits into 4 at 21. Actually, I take that back. Sopranos and altos, you guys are the only ones that have a part at 19, and then all 4 of everyone comes in at 21. So in 19, you're in octaves. So let's start at pick up to 19. Where is sopranos at? Everybody just hopping apart. Yeah, sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. We gotta have some bass. I'll try to sing along with the bass part so we can even it out. All right, here we go. Pick up to 19. Here we go. Pick up to 19. 1. Here's your first note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So, you see where the chord will come in at 23? Can we start there, please? Let's just start at 23 because we're in unison and we split off in measure 24 and the 2/4 measure, one of those special chords that we're going to talk about today. So everyone in measure 23. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. And yeah, we can just make that from all day. So, let's look at this chord here. This is the chord that we're going to be analyzing today. I'm going to talk about it. So sopranos, you guys split the 2 notes here. What are your 2 notes? Somebody tell me. And measure 24.
E and a C
An E and a C sharp. So that's your 2 notes? Great. Alright, now altos. What 2 notes do you guys split into at? E and B. So that's what we have so far. And then, let's see, tenors. What do you guys have? E and B. So it's getting kind of crunchy, isn't it? And then basses. So, we have a G. I know, because I'm playing the piano part, that G, B, and D are in the piano part. All right, what's another note that's present in the chord that I don't have here yet?
E.
An E and a C sharp. Actually, I'll do this. C sharp and an E. Are there any more notes present in 24 that we haven't got taken account of yet? All right, so based on what you know from chords, what kind of chord is this? G major, G natural. So we got a G major chord here, and then in the key of pretend the sharp's not here. In the key of G, what scale degree is C?
4.
4, right? And then since it's sharpened, do you think it would make sense to call that 4 sharp 4, right? But then when we're notating chords, we always do them. We call them chord extensions because they're up the octave in the top of the chord. So if you go up an octave from 4, what's 4 plus 7 to go up an octave? 11. So we refer to this note in the key of G. The C sharp is called the sharp 11. All right, and then in the key of G, what scale degree is E? 6. So again, this is a chord extension, so we'll go up the octave. So 6 plus 7, what does that equal? 13. So if you had to take a guess at what kind of chord this is called, if you had to name this chord, what would you call it?
13.
A 13 chord, but what about the sharp 11?
G major, sharp 11, 13.
So we have a G major,
13 sharp 11.
sharp 11, 13 chord. That sounds really fancy and hard, doesn't it? Is it really fancy and hard?
Yes.
No, it's not hard. So,
Not that you guys
just for example, let's try this. Okay, so let's say we're in the key of C. Let's build a couple of these chords. So in the key of C, if I wanted a C major triad, what notes would be in that? Davis, what would 135 be in the key of C? C, E, G. Good. All right, now somebody volunteer and tell me what the sharp 11 in the key of C would be. F sharp. Good. And what would the 13th be? A. Good. All right, let's try it this way. Let's do one more. Let's say we're in the key of F sharp. So what would my major triad be? F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. All right, so what's the 4th degree of F sharp? B. B. And you sharpen it, it's what? B sharp, right? So that gets pretty weird, right? B sharp. Right? And what would the 13th be? B sharp. Very nice. So now you know how to stack a sharp 11, 13 chord. Congratulations, you're geniuses. All right, so now we understand how that works a little bit better. Let's go back to 19 and let's see if we can sing that chord correctly. All right, so we're going back to 19. Everybody's